There's a big light at the bottom of the screen. Is there? There's not sound on this. Some of our viewers think like one of the tanks was hit with a weapon because where these, it looks like they're tanks or something or armored vehicles. I'm seeing lights. They're like, there's big light flashing. But I don't know what's going on there.
Sobre todo teniendo en cuenta que acá, al otro lado de este país, en Rusia, está más del 40% del arsenal nuclear del mundo. Entonces, naturalmente, esto que estamos viendo aquí en imágenes de Constanza, lo que está pasando, este incendio de la planta de Zaporilla, más el eventual riesgo.
Somebody says it's just a spotlight. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I mean, it doesn't look, the vehicles don't look like anything's happened to them.
Exactamente, las autoridades aseguraron que fueron tropas rusas las que iniciaron el incendio en esta planta, razón por la que se lanzó esta alerta de peligro nuclear. Ucrania, recordemos.
Guys, again, the link to the live shot is literally pinned. I have a comment in the YouTube chat. It's pinned to the top of the chat. Just look at the top of the chat. It's right there pinned for you. On Facebook, it's also pinned for you. People keep saying, what live stream? It's literally pinned in the chat on Facebook and YouTube. The Twitch moderators can post it as well. Twitter, I'm sorry, you have to go to one of the other platforms to get it. It's right there, pinned at the top of the chat.
Ya son las 22 horas. Les recordamos que a partir de este momento, Televisión Nacional de Chile está autorizada a transmitir programas para mayores de 18 años.
Oh, I just saw an update. Look, I just saw an update, guys. Hang on. Now, this is from a Telegram account called Real War, but they have been reliable. They say they're hearing, so far, only the administrative building is on fire. About getting into the power unit is known only from the words of the press officer, Andre Tooze. There is no other confirmation yet. From the videos that are available, it can be seen that 2 lighting rockets flew into the parking lot of the nuclear plant. Yeah, there was like these lighting flares or something. That was a while ago. And also that someone opened fire in the immediate vicinity of the building from the bottom up, perhaps their own air defense system. Experts say the power unit of the plant is a super protected facility designed for direct hits by bombs, and designed so that at the slightest danger, the reactor turns off automatically. It can also be turned off manually. Now, I don't know where they're getting this from. I assume it's from somewhere else. But this is a reliable count. So I assume they're getting it somewhere reliable. I'll try to get you the original source of that report. But I believe the shot on the video you're seeing, on the live shot, is an administrative building.
Estaba citado a declarar a las 9 de la mañana en calidad de inculpado. La expectación continuaba afuera de la oficina del Poder Judicial. Pasaron los minutos, pero nada. Ya eran las 10 y tampoco aparecía. A esa hora, un representante del estudio jurídico que lo defiende ingresó un recurso para que la jueza acceda a interrogar al ex uniformado en su casa.
So just to be clear, again, when you see the firing, the gunfire or whatever, rocket fire, whatever it is, on your screen, I believe that is an administrative building, not the part of the plant where the reactors are. It's close to there. I don't know how Doge says fire team leaving. Some of you guys saw this. I didn't see it. Reportedly shot at by Russian forces in the area were refused entry. So I can't confirm this. Some of you said you saw fire engines leave. So again, my understanding is, so that is the plant. That's the plant. This is all the plant, but that's where the 6 cooling towers are and the reactors are. My understanding is that the camera is pointing like over here somewhere. Maybe at these buildings, I'm not exactly sure, but from what I understand, the camera is pointing over here. So it's not, they're not like firing on the reactors. From what I can gather, that's the best guess I have. Some viewers said they saw on the stream the firefighters getting shot at. So again, I'm sorry I missed it. I just didn't see it. Some people said they saw fire trucks pull up and leave. Thank you to all of our moderators, by the way. I very much appreciate our moderators. Thank you. Breaking news. Breaking news. Meg Kinnard with AP. A government official tells AP elevated levels of radiation are being detected near the site of the plant, which provides about 25% of the country's power generation. Now, I'll put this out there. I don't know if this is true. I mean, if you're the government and you want Russia to leave, the Russian forces to leave, that's something you might say. So I can't confirm this, you know, but it's a very worrying report. But I don't know that anything has happened there yet that would have, I don't know. We heard there was a report from the plant that made it sound like, the plant said, I believe, that the first power block had been hit. And then we heard another report, supposedly from the parliament, that the first power block was under repair, but the nuclear fuel had not been removed. So maybe that first power block is what's causing this. I just am not sure. I mean, it's all, we don't have a lot of information right now. I will let you know. I'm looking at the plant itself, and the mayor were posting on social media. They stopped like an hour ago. I keep checking their social media, so I'll keep you updated as to what we're hearing. Oh, look at this. Ukrainian Prime Minister Denis Shmyhal called on the West to close the skies over the country's nuclear plants, as fighting intensified. It's a question of security for the whole world, he said. Wow. Okay, Claire Wallen posted this. Intel Crab retweeted it. Appreciate that nuclear experts and active watchers are speaking out and echoing that the nuclear reactors at Zaporizhia are not likely to explode in the way Chernobyl did. It will be bad, but a different bad. I'll try to get you more on that. Ooh, the stream just paused for a second. Again, I have nothing new from the mayor. The mayor last posted about 50 minutes ago. 45 minutes ago is when the mayor last posted. So in the nuclear plant itself, last posted about almost an hour ago. So nothing new from the plant or the mayor, who had been posting on social media. Let me check some of these other Telegram channels here. And again, there is a live shot of the area. It looks like some buildings right near the reactors on YouTube, where there's been fighting going on the live shot. All right, let me try to get more information here. And I am keeping an eye on the social media for the plant and the mayor. So I'll do the best I can to get you the latest updates. But again, not easy to get reliable information. Our viewer David says he thinks the camera is here, looking away from the reactors. He says Russian troops here, buildings targeted here. Yeah, I mean, again, it's oh, and he says about the distance measured. Yeah, anyways, thank you, David. So again, my understanding is that the camera's down here somewhere, and these are the reactors, and then maybe these buildings are the ones you see on the screen. Although it's certainly not an exact match. So I don't know that to be a fact, but a lot of viewers are saying that these are the buildings, and I see others online. So maybe the buildings have changed, but the window pattern is different. So, but maybe that's the parking lot right there. For all I know, that is the parking lot. Because I mean, it does look like you know, you do have it's the same building pattern. You have this long building here, and then you have this diagonal thing. So this might be the parking lot. I don't know. I don't know, though. People are saying, no, it's not. Some people are saying that's it. Some people are saying, no, it's not. But again, a lot of people are saying that this is the general direction that the camera is looking in, somewhere in here. People are saying Street View is old, and because it's a 2015 view. So, anyways, that is my understanding. Is that it's this possibly this complex, this direction is what we're looking at, where the firing is going on, very close to this plant here, very close to where the reactors are, and there might have been other shelling that we didn't see closer to the reactors. There's a road ahead. Oh, and people are saying that this road is where like the tanks are or whatever up here, you know. So maybe it is. Again, I can't confirm, but you know, I'm not going to sweat it right now. I'm going to assume that's right, and we'll go from there. This is an unconfirmed report. I don't know where they're getting this. Alexandru C4. Intel Crab retweeted this. I don't know where they're getting this from. Is that plant unit 3 was stopped by auto protection level 3. Alexandru C4 posted this. I don't know where he's getting that from. Oh, camera just moved. The camera just moved. Guys, a new angle on camera. Hang on a second. Hang on. Yeah, somebody was just rude, so I hid the person. I just hid the person. If you're rude, we're hiding you. If you're rude, you can't chat. So I just hid somebody because they were being rude. We don't have time for rudeness or the patience for it. The camera just panned over. And now the camera is showing that. That's what the camera is showing. Where did it pan from? Oh, it panned down. It panned down. Wow, okay. So it panned down. So, did it pan? Is that what it did? I thought it panned down. I can watch it again. I'm doing two things at once. Yes, it panned down. That's exactly what it did. The camera panned down. Before you were looking over that building. And the camera just panned down, so now we can't see the parking lot anymore because the parking lot is behind that building. Now, some people are saying the building is burning. I can't tell. It could just be the lights are on. The stream is kind of buffering a bit. The stream is having some issues. There. But that building there it's blocking your view of the parking lot that you were looking at. That's what's going on. So it just panned down. Somebody said it zoomed out and panned down. A couple of our viewers said it zoomed out and panned down. Where is this? Why is this not working? I have this thing. It's not working. Why is it not working? Where'd it go? Hang on one second, guys. I might have to redo some. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So the up here is where the parking lot would be. So we've lost our view. We have lost our view of the parking lot and the fire. Now, what is this, guy? Is this true? Ukrainian TV is reporting that a reactor is on fire, but that it is not currently operating, says Marco Rubio. But I don't think they are reporting that. I don't think they're reporting that. I thought they were reporting that a power station might be on fire. I didn't hear a report that a reactor was on fire, so I haven't heard that report that Marco Rubio is saying. I have not heard that report. So I think he might be getting a detail wrong.
Hemos solicitado al Congreso
Okay, here's, guys, look at this. John B. Wolfstall. He says, Alex Ward says, another helpful thread on the power plant. I guess this person knows what he's talking about. Okay, everyone needs to take a step back and not jump to conclusions. Stay with me. Yes, a fire at any nuclear plant is a bad thing, but there are a few things to know. The reactor here is a VVER type, not the same that was at the Chernobyl plant. Okay. We don't know what we don't know. There's a major difference between a support facility or a storage building on fire and the plant itself being heavily damaged. But the design of the VVER is inherently more safe and protected than the Chernobyl RBMK systems. VVERs have containment buildings, and when they stop working, even in emergencies, should enter a safe state. The danger is that the building and plant was heavily damaged in some way that those safety systems might fail. As my respected colleague James Acton, 32, has pointed out, there will be a need for the plants to have an external power to be fully safe and to have active cooling. We don't know the status of the system or the power, and until we do, we won't know the full extent of the risk. If the building is not damaged and the reactor is entered safe shutdown and have secondary or tertiary cooling systems, there should be little risk. If those conditions are not met, there's significant risk. And of course, this is completely the fault of Russia and their attacks. Russia must stop all operations around the plant and allow Ukrainian response units and European experts and equipment as needed to access the site immediately and without any restrictions. Now, we don't know if there's a major risk or not. The only appropriate response is to allow full national access by Ukraine and accept outside assistance as needed. Russia bears the blame, but until we can see what is happening there, people should just pause and breathe. If the containment vessel is undamaged and if secondary or outside power is in place or can be restored, then there should be little risk. But it is massively irresponsible for Russia to have taken any action that put this plant at risk. That is from John B. Wolfstall, and he says National Security Council. I guess he used to be on the National Security Council, a former advisor of President Biden. Oh, the camera panned to the right a bit. Oh, now it panned up again. The camera panned up a bit again. The camera just panned up. The camera's having some problems now. I keep getting the spinning circles on it. I don't know how long we'll have the camera for. Nexta is saying, Nexta is saying that the spokesman for the plant is saying no threat of radiation spread has been recorded. Okay, so again, Nexta Live just has said on their telegram that the spokesman for the plant said no radiation threat has been recorded. Here, look, Nexta posted a picture of a screenshot. So the camera is here. Camera here. This says museum. It says museum. So I guess the buildings would be over here. So the camera's been looking here. The reactors are here. The reactors are located very close to the shelling site. The chance of hitting or ricocheting is high. So again, the camera's pointing out this way, and the reactors are behind it. So you're seeing out here on camera. Spinning circle now they have panned over some direction, that camera, but it looks like the camera's having some issues right now. All right, hang on a second here. International Atomic Energy just posted. IAEA is aware of reports of shelling at the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant. We're in contact with Ukrainian authorities about the station. Steve Herman says, plant spokesman Andriy Tuz tells Ukrainian TV that the reactor on fire is under renovation and not operating, but there's nuclear fuel inside. I'm a little confused about this because I'm gonna unretweet this because I don't know that there's a fire at a reactor. I'm a little confused about that because on the live stream we're not looking at the reactors on the live stream. So let's be careful about this. Status 6, who does OSINT stuff, believes it's only an administrative building that's burning. A spokesman for the plant had said that a power block had been hit. We heard that before. Like the first power block or first power unit had been hit. That's what a spokesman for the plant said like an hour ago. But I don't know that it's on fire. The live stream seems to not really be working. See, Woofer's post posted, camera, this was a few minutes ago, camera pointed at entrance where I presume Russian troops are inside the building. The camera still being on and moving means Ukrainians are most likely controlling it. Ukrainians using this feed for information as well, I wager. Lots and lots of buffering, he said. So the camera just panned again. Camera showing reactors now. Oh, the camera is pointed back. I don't know. Oh, back here. Oh yes, this is the camera. The camera is showing this right now. The camera is showing the reactor now. Wow. Camera is showing reactor 1. Camera is showing reactor 1. How about that? Crazy.
Tienen un territorio geográfico concreto y comparten cultura, población y una serie de leyes. Está limitado por las fronteras. ¿Y por qué hablamos también de nación? La nación no es sinónimo de Estado ni de país. Nación es una comunidad de personas con un pasado común y tradiciones compartidas. Incluye a la generación.
So it was just showing it right now. You could see it right there. It panned over now. It panned over now, though. But that was it. That was it. Because you can, that's the window pattern. See? There's reactor 1. So that's why I assume it's reactor 1. There it is. I didn't see any fire on that picture. Now we're getting spinning circle again. Our viewer, sorry, not our viewer. Okay, Ignis Fatum, who I think might be watching Ukrainian TV, I'm not sure. He says the head of the Zaporizhia military administration says firefighters were allowed inside to battle the flames. Ukraine Emergency Ministry says only the 4th unit is operational, radiation level normal. So he's from originally there, I believe, so he knows the language. So my guess is that he's looking at maybe Ukrainian TV or something. So again, that's Ignis Fatum, who I believe knows the language and I believe is looking at local media. And he's saying that the head of the Zaporizhia Regional Military Administration says firefighters were allowed inside the Battle of the Flames. Ukraine Emergency Ministry says only the 4th unit is operational, radiation level normal. BNO posted about it too. Background radiation remains at normal levels at nuclear power plant where fighting is underway, spokesman says, according to RIA Novosti and Reuters.
Y esta es nuestra bandera, la de la paz. Porque para hacer las paces con
It might not have been reactor 1. I thought it was. That's why I said it appears to be. Maybe it was reactor 2 or something like that. I apologize if it's wrong. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I said it appears. It's okay. Maybe it was reactor 2. Not a big deal.
Rompe las reglas de la potencia con el procesador más rápido de Galaxy. Es pen integrado. Bienvenida a serie Galaxy S22. Cómpralo hoy y obtén tu gift card.
Has puesto todo para hacer crecer tu negocio. Pero, ¿sabías que todas esas horas invertidas puedes perderlas en solo unos segundos? En un año, 2.300 millones de intentos de hackeo hicieron que las denuncias por ciberataques crecieran un 89%. ¿Y tú qué estás haciendo para prevenirlos? Por eso, en Claro Empresas, trabajamos para que te sientas ciberatento,
Again, I'm just not sure about this. I keep seeing this report that a reactor was on fire, and I just don't know that. Trey Yink says, fire at the power plant after Russian shelling. The plant has 6 reactors. The reactor on fire was not connected to the grid, but still has nuclear fuel inside. The fuel needs to be cooled. If fire causes external cooling to stop, it could lead to a meltdown.
Explorador, es el mejor compañero para una entretenida aventura. Los
Hang on.
invito a un mágico viaje por la naturaleza junto
Nothing more from the plant's social media. Let me check some other stuff from Telegram.
10 de la mañana en NTV.
I just saw an update here, guys. Let me show you an update. This is posted by Insider Ukraine News War. They're getting this from somewhere. I don't know where they're getting this from. They just posted this update. As of 2:26 a.m. in Ernurdagar, well, 2:26 would be an hour ago. The third power unit was disconnected from the unified power system. This is old. Sorry, this is old. That's like an hour old. So, next is saying, look at this, guys. Next what is this? I thought they said no threat of radiation spread has been recorded, said a spokesman for the plant. I thought this said fire brigades were allowed to enter. But then down here it doesn't say that. I'm seeing reports again that firefighters have been allowed to enter. I'm seeing a couple reports of this. This here, look, this is from Boz Revatel, which is Ukrainian news outlet. Firefighters managed to get to the plant. This was announced by the head of, by a local government head. So multiple reports saying that firefighters now have been allowed to go in and try to put out the fire or deal with the fire. I'm now seeing that up from multiple sources. Yeah, here's this from Nexta. See? According to a spokesman from the press service of the nuclear power plant, there is no threat of radiation spread. That's from Nexta. According to Andre Tuz, spokesman of the press service of the nuclear power plant, there is no threat of radiation spread.
En 2 semanas más se cumplen 2 años desde el cierre de Rapa Nui al turismo, medida que buscaba mantener al territorio insular libre de COVID, pero este jueves la Seremi de Salud informó la existencia de 8 casos positivos que viajaron en un avión de la FAT.
See, guys, again, if you're rude in the chat, you're going to get hidden. I'm done with the rudeness. If you're rude in the chat, you're going to get hidden. If you don't want to get hidden, if you want to keep chatting, don't be rude. We're done with the rudeness.
No es la primera vez que esto ocurre. Isleños denuncian una mala aplicación del protocolo sanitario. Se les habría dado de alta una cantidad de pasajeros que arrojaron negativo al testeo para horas después hacerlos retornar a cuarentena.
Encuentro una irresponsabilidad de la Seremi de Salud en la isla.
Woofers is saying he's hearing News now that firefighters are back en route to the plant to put out the flames after being earlier shot at by Russian forces.
La Seremi de Salud aclaró que los pasajeros no han incumplido las cuarentenas, a excepción de una mujer de 93 años que, pese a viajar con PCR negativo, no habría respetado la normativa sanitaria, por lo que se le cursará un sumario.
But next to it says fire brigades were allowed to enter the territory of the plant. Again, so we showed you this before. Next to is saying that fire brigades have been allowed to enter the territory of the plant. Maybe they're not at the fire yet.
Diciembre pasado, isleños votaban la apertura de la isla mediante una consulta ciudadana, pero a poco andar la aparición de la variante Omicron hizo que autoridades echaran pie atrás. Hoy comerciantes piden solución al próximo gobierno.
Solicitamos al gobierno entrante que por favor dé urgencia, porque la isla ya no resiste económicamente. Llevamos 2 años cerrados.
Official tells me President Biden is speaking with President Zelensky. I guess now? This is interesting. Kelly O'Donnell says that President Biden is now speaking to President Zelensky. I don't know if it's specifically about this nuclear plant thing or if it was brought on by this nuclear plant thing. But again, fighting has taken place at the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant, the biggest nuclear power plant in Europe. We have been watching this live stream where you actually could see some of the fighting on the stream. You could see smoke coming up. There's been a fire there, and you could see some kind of gunfire. You could see the streaks of the gunfire flying across the screen multiple times. It sounds like firefighters are going to be allowed to get into the plant if they're not there already, or get to it. Also, by the way, it looks like the video that we've been watching appears to be like an administrative building and not like where the reactors are. So I don't know everything that's going on there. There's reporting that says maybe a reactor was on fire, a reactor that wasn't actually active at the time. That's unconfirmed. So just trying to bring you the latest updates. Here, look, see, Michael Weiss said, the very sane and rational man in the Kremlin is commanding his army to shoot at Europe's largest nuclear power plant. Now, again, I believe this is here, this was before, but this is looking away from where the reactors are, but it's still really scary. Global Military Info posted this clip of intense firefighters at the plant. Video shows Russian forces engaging one of the buildings. And that's not far from where the reactors are. Okay. I'm not seeing any more shooting.
Hoy es momento de hablar. Hablar de tus actuales ahorros para la pensión y sobre todo tus ahorros futuros.
Hablar de familia.
Patrick Revel posted, I can't believe I'm seeing this. We are watching shells fall live in the car park of Europe's largest nuclear power station. In Energodar in Ukraine, Russians attacking the city. This is madness. It is madness. It's ridiculous. It's beyond ridiculous. It's so crazy and dangerous.
¿Qué es ser verde cuando todo el mundo dice que es verde? En Ecocarga no vamos a decir, vamos a hacer, y lo que vamos a hacer es limpiar. Limpiar nuestro país ahorrando más de 100 toneladas de plástico utilizando nuestros envases recargables. Limpiar nuestras casas con productos biodegradables. En Ecocarga no nos hacemos los verdes.
Hang on, I gotta go to the stream again. I've been watching it. The stream having some. Oh, there it is again. I just refreshed the stream. If you're having issues with the live cam, refresh it. I just refreshed it and it looks a little better now. Not this stream. I mean the stream of the nuclear power plant. Demon Boy says, I watched the live stream when it started. Rubio said firefighters weren't being let in and shot at. They came through behind the convoy and then left. Maybe they're letting them through. I don't know. The reporting is that they're letting them back in. Thank you, Demon Boy.
Descubre cada detalle de la noche
Oh,
con
I just found something. I just found something, guys.
Rompe las reglas de la potencia
I just
con el
found
procesador
something.
más rápido de Galaxy. Es pen integrado.
I got the, thanks to Status 6, I found the Ukraine Security Service Telegram channel. I'll show you the update they posted. Okay, let me show you this. Guys, this is from the Security Service of Ukraine. Look, they posted on their Telegram. Operational information on the attack of the Russian invaders. Oh, I guess we saw this before. They posted this 10 minutes ago. As of 2:26, now that's a little weird because that would be an hour ago. In the city of Enerdogar, at the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant, the third power unit was disconnected from the single power system. Only Unit 4 is working. Fire condition at the nuclear power plant is normal. On the territory of the building, in the training building, there was a fire. While the fire battle is going on, we could not extinguish it. Rescuers are on standby. Importantly, okay, so again, they said the fire is at a training building. That's literally from the Emergency Service of Ukraine. They said the fire was at a training building. One of our viewers said, could this attack trigger NATO involvement? Oh, do we lose the camera? Hold on. Why did that happen? No, the feed's still up. I lost the feed for a second. Okay, I'm back. I'm watching it live. Is it not live anymore? Oh, did it die? Has it frozen? I'm looking at it. Everybody's dropping off. Did we lose the feed, or is it back? Hang on, folks. I'm trying to ascertain whether the feed was cut. It is gone. The viewers have gone down to 17,000 from like 60,000. So, and it's just kind of circling. I think they started a new stream. They are live. It says live on their channel. The stream has not ended. The stream is live. But it's just spinning circle. But it is still live. Because if you go to their channel, it says the channel is live. It wouldn't say that if it weren't live. But it's terrible. It's terrible quality. I don't know. I mean, could this be used as an excuse? Would other countries use this as an excuse to get involved? I mean, this is certainly something which could have huge international effects, obviously. Yeah, the stream it's still live, but it's having problems. That's what I can gather. Oh, what happened there? So again, the government says that this was in an administrative building. It was not in one of the reactors. Here, this is what happened before. This is what happened before. This person posted this. This was like an hour ago. This was like a flare or something. It was the weirdest thing. See the light coming in and lighting up this whole place? I saw that like an hour ago. I was like, what's going on? It was really weird. And I don't know if that was like they were attacking it, so they were like putting light on there, but this like light like floated in. That was like an hour ago.
En un año, 2.300 millones de intentos de hackeo hicieron que las denuncias por ciberataques crecieran.
I remember seeing that. Didn't know what it was.
¿Y tú qué estás haciendo para prevenirlos? Por eso, en Claro Empresas, trabajamos para que te sientas ciberatento.
Oh, the minute the MFA of Ukraine posted that. That's the minute that's the Ukrainian government posted this. And the person who posted it is who? I assume he's a Ukrainian official. Head of, oh, he's an advisor to the president. He's an advisor to the president. He posted that. Signaling flare, people are saying.
Van a comprar el hospital.
¿Está dentro del espectro autista?
No quiero sentir que tengo que protegerlo.
Su ASD hace
No es
que...
mi ASD. ¡Se equivoca!
¿Aceptas a Lía como tu esposa?
Podría hacerle daño.
Que nada te detenga en el 2022. Haz que este año sea tu mejor.
Ignas Fatum, who I believe is looking at Ukrainian media, he's hearing reports that the Russian soldiers have entered the main administrative building of the power plant. He just posted that a couple minutes ago, so I'll see if I hear anything about that. I'll have to just see. Hey, I want to say thanks to our moderators very much. I really appreciate our moderators. We have moderating now. Hang on, folks. Just hang on a second. Hang on. AJ is there. Hey, thank you, AJ. We got AJ and Lexa Fulmer moderating. We also have moderating. One moment, guys. We have... Also, Kay Lowry Body is moderating. Thank you so much, Kay. And we have moderating on Twitch, Bastion Girl, Serrero, Duxor, Idaho Star, Markin Say Muse, Papa Bear Schulthei, Skipfu, Smoke, Tariag, and Sully. I really appreciate our moderators. And also, very quickly, let me give a shout-out thank you to... hang on a second. I owe a couple thank yous here. Well, I can. See if it's going to work. Hang on. Mikey the Man, Squidward Tentacles, Hanzo5, Red Krabby, Paul W, John Gussie, person I think from Israel, who can't read the name, CH, Ramiro Rodriguez, Ryan Bliss, Cat 11, CH, Kimberly McMillan, Steve Viterbo, Alicia Johnson, Paula Faust, Vicky Contevespi, Laura Sinelli, Chuck Norris, Jake Gavorgian, Rosemary Hill, Kim Yo-jong, Ryan Bliss, Aaron Woodward, Laura Nolan, Prima Plasma, Spring Johnson, I'm almost done, Red Krabby, Paul W, John Gussie, and just a couple more. Lee Field, Mace Lang, Demon Boy, Cat, Kuningas, and I think I got everybody there. Sorry, I'm way behind on thanking people. And also, really quick, thank you to Vyacheslav Siorny, and also Duster Singer. Thank you, Duster, very much. Okay, let's get back, and I'll thank the Facebook Stars people shortly. All right, let me get some updates for you. Sorry, I was just behind. I hadn't thanked the mod yet or anything, because we've been so busy since we came on the air covering this fighting and at the nuclear power plant. Thanks to the Facebook Stars, Jody Cook, Diane Allworth, Alicia Rivero, Tanya Duke, Amy Hannes, Oksana Didu, Brad Nicodemus, Shannon Leslie, Marcus Bell, Chelsea Eberhardt, and Jocelyn Mealy. Thank you.
De lunes a jueves, medianoche, con Matías del Río. Todo pasa en 24 horas.
Oh, look, they spoke about the plant. They spoke about the plant. Wei Zhejiang, a White House official, says the president and President Zelensky spoke about the fire at the nuclear plant on the phone call and they just wrapped up. Now, I don't know if that's all they spoke about. Doesn't say that that's what they... My guess is that that's why they spoke, because of the fire there. But that phone call just wrapped up, according to Wei Zhejiang. Why can't I do this?
Desorientamos y reducimos a cero la visibilidad del individuo con nuestro cañón de niebla. Potencia la seguridad de tu empresa con teobservo.cl.
Con el auspicio de Te Observo, estamos viendo 24 horas Central.
Último minuto. Estamos de vuelta en este momento con Iván allá en Ucrania, porque sabemos, Iván, que has escuchado explosiones y están sonando las sirenas de ataques. Cuéntanos.
Rob Lee just posted this. Again, this is from earlier. It's the weirdest thing. This is like, I guess, again, I saw this like an hour ago, and my guess is maybe the Russian military sent that in so they could light up the area and see it better or something. This weird light came in, flare or something. So that was about an hour ago.
Nosotros encontramos acá, habíamos terminado el despacho hace instantes nada más, y estábamos viendo la habitación cuando suenan dos.
Oh, Caucasus War Report found this. Footage showing shelling and tracers rounds in the direction of the 6 reactor units of the plant. I guess those are the 6 reactors in the distance? I hadn't seen this yet.
Esta misma jornada se está confirmando que se está incendiando parte del acceso a la planta de Jitomir, que está ubicada al sureste de la ciudad. Eso estamos hablando de la planta nuclear más grande de Europa. Y naturalmente eso no dice relación constante con lo que habían acordado ambos países de alguna manera de establecer corredores humanitarios para permitir evacuar a la población civil. Nunca se habló de cese al fuego, eso es cierto, pero de fondo había la esperanza de una desescalada.
That was taken from a distance.
Al menos en las próximas horas. Sin embargo, una noticia muy preocupante, la planta la planta nuclear, que es la más grande de Europa, de Zaporilla, ha dicho recién el ministro del canciller ucraniano que si llegase a explotar, porque hay un incendio en ciernes, sería 10 veces más devastador.
Firefighters were let into the plant. Firefighters, this is from Ukraine Informed. They say, Foreign Broadcasting of Ukraine, they say firefighters were let into the nuclear power plant, said the head of, said a local head of government. Nexta says, important information from the plant. At the moment, the 3rd power unit was shut down at the plant and only the 4th unit was working. The radiation and fire safety conditions at the nuclear plant are within normal limits. Wow. Very scary.
Detonaciones, explosiones,
very
y el
scary.
Sonido que acompañan esas explosiones siempre son con alarmas de ataques aéreos, con lo que significa, y después de eso tienen que ir a refugiarse a los búnkers que
Kevin D, you're one step from being, I don't have the patience for it. Everybody's being rude in the chat. Again, if you want to not chat, just be rude. But I don't have the patience for it. We're just going to be hiding people.
No, acá el hotel se fueron todos al búnker. Yo le pedí a nuestra compañera que bajara también al búnker, a Claudia Roja. Eso está en el subterráneo, en el -1. Yo voy a bajar ahora, pero te confirmo absolutamente, Constanza, que el hotel fue las habitaciones evacuadas y están todos abajo en el subterráneo. El primer protocolo que te indican, ¿no? Dónde está el lugar de evacuación, el búnker y todo lo demás. Yo había dejado de relatar para...
And here's that video from before. We showed you this before, but just in case you missed it, here's an example of a clip where, and again, this is pointing in the direction. I believe that's administrative buildings there. That's pointing away from the reactors, but it's not far from the reactors, and you can actually see these don't know if it's artillery or guns being fired. It's crazy. Right near where the plant, right near where the reactors are.
Y lo que se sintieron fueron dos detonaciones, como te digo, muy intensas, constantes, muy fuertes. Y esto se produce precisamente ahora de que conociéramos la información de que se iban a establecer corredores humanitarios para sacar a los civiles, pero también con la preocupación que hay por el incendio que está afectando a la planta de Zaporilla. Te comentaba yo.
Thank you, true crime-loving blonde Becky, by the way.
Señalando que si esa planta nuclear llega a colapsar, la emergencia es 10 veces más grande de lo que ocurrió con Chernobyl. Así que ha aumentado la tensión lamentablemente.
Obviously, completely irresponsible. It doesn't even capture it. Having this firing going anywhere near a nuclear power plant.
Un grado de preocupación sobre todo lo que está pasando en Zaporilla, que es muy complejo. Nosotros en lo concreto ahora vamos a bajar hacia el búnker.
AFP says the International Atomic Energy Agency warns of severe danger if the reactors were hit. Don't believe a reactor got hit. I don't know that for sure, but I don't believe. They're saying the radiation is normal at the plant right now. Just unbelievable. Dr. Jeffrey Lewis, he knows his stuff. He really knows his stuff. 29 minutes ago, he said the answer, he's an expert on nuclear weapons. The answer to the question is, I'm not sure, but I don't feel great about it. As of right now, radiation levels are normal. You can see them online. Huh. Radiation conditions. I don't know what I'm looking at. He knows what he's looking at. I don't. Here is an archived image from the past so you can have some reference for normal not being attacked by the Russia levels. Okay. The big thing, he says, is whether the containment vessels are intact. If they are, I think this is merely extremely reckless rather than apocalypse. But you should follow James Acton and Ferenc CDV. Okay, I'm going to follow them and see what they have to say. That other person hasn't even posted. I'm not going to follow them. They're not posting. James Acton posted. He had posted. Look, James Acton had posted before. He is a he does nuclear policy stuff. So he knows his stuff. Short thread on the dangers of the fire. As of 8 a.m. this morning, according to Ukraine's regulator, all 3 of 6 reactors were connected to the grid as of this morning. However, all the units will need cooling if they have any fuel inside. I assume that the 3 operational reactors have now been switched off. In that case, all 6 reactors will be reliant on external power for cooling. A fire could damage the connection to the national power grid. It could also threaten backup power supplies. I'm sure this fire will be a priority for fire services, but I can only imagine what they have to deal with right now. Okay. Without cooling, there would be a meltdown, precisely what happened at Fukushima in 2011. The meltdown there was accompanied by explosions in 3 units caused by hydrogen, produced by water being split as the fuel cladding burnt. I'll speculate that the plant was probably not deliberately targeted and was essentially collateral damage, but Russian campaign has been brutal and sloppy, but right now doesn't matter much, frankly. He says Russia must stop all operations in the vicinity of the plant, say within 50 kilometers, like 30 miles, and allow Ukrainian operators and emergency services to deal with the situation. No ifs, no buts. As of right now, about an hour ago, he said radiation levels look normal to me. Supposedly they're normal. Okay. That was his thread on this.
Con sol, con nubes o lluvia, noticias no se detienen en 24 horas. Y hasta ahora, como siempre, los queremos invitar a conocer un nuevo pronóstico del tiempo. Bienvenidos. El jueves estuvo con nubes la costa del centro y bajaron las temperaturas máximas. El sur tuvo precipitaciones.
Okay, this is a report. Ignis Fatum found this. He's, I think, looking at local media. He says local government reports, quoting the Director General of the plant, that the nuclear safety is completely ensured, urges calm, amidst report of mass panic among civilians and confusion if to begin to take iodine. Huh. I'll try try to get you some more from Ukrainian media. Haven't seen any more from the plant itself on their social media.
De nublado a despejado va a pasar el interior y la costa de O'Higgins. El Maule, en cambio, va a tener un viernes mayormente soleado con máxima de 30 grados en Talca. Escasas nubes se van a ver en Ñuble, mientras que Biobío parte el día nublado, pero quiebran las nubes por la
Oh, I think Zelensky spoke about this, but not. If you look down here, Insider Ukraine News War had a video of Zelensky, and it said that Zelensky said, I guess a little earlier, Russian tanks are shooting at nuclear units. They are equipped with thermal imagers. Now, I don't know that they actually were shooting at the nuclear units. They were certainly shooting near the reactors, though.
En la zona insular, una jornada de cielo parcial va a tener el archipiélago de Juan Fernández. Rapa Nui va a tener chubascos y van a caer nevadas en la Antártica chilena. Una mañana mayormente despejada va a tener este viernes la capital, con una mínima entre los 12 y 13 grados. Por la tarde,
I have another update here from the account Real War on Telegram, which is a news account. They say that a spokesman for the plant, in a comment to BBC Russian service, said that at the moment the shelling has stopped for the time being, but the situation is extremely uncertain. To the station, a white car drove out, representatives of the Russian military, flashing headlights. Now it's being determined whether they will go to them for negotiations or what to do next. It's a little confusing. It's a translation, so.
Que estén muy bien y hasta pronto.
Yeah, so Zelensky just gave an address, but I don't know what he said. This is from Nexta. I'll try to get you an update on more of what he said. I won't get the language. So he did just address, I guess, the country. Let me see if what I can find on that.
¿Qué es el Estado? El Estado es una forma de organización que se dan las personas que habitan un país para vivir en sociedad.
Oh, IAEA update. Ukraine regulator says tells us there has been no change reported in radiation levels. That is from the IAEA, International Atomic Energy Agency.
Con soberanía para decidir. Los países tienen un territorio geográfico concreto y comparten cultura, población y una serie de leyes. Está limitado por las fronteras. ¿Y por qué hablamos también de nación? La nación no es sinónimo de Estado ni de
The stream ended. The stream ended. The stream ended. The live stream ended. Live stream ended, right? The live stream ended.
Incluye a las generaciones que estuvieron antes, a las que están y a las que vendrán. ¿Y qué es el fisco? Es el nombre del Estado en cuanto persona jurídica que recauda y administra bienes y recursos públicos.
Constitupedia, formación ciudadana en TV.
Yep, they're not live anymore.
Llegó el momento que el acceso a tu contenido favorito
Stream just stopped.
Súmate a TVN Play, la aplicación
The channel is not live anymore.
donde encuentras desde grandes clásicos de TVN hasta los nuevos estrenos. Sin contratos ni pagos, accede a todo el contenido. Contenido informativo, nuestros archivos históricos, los clásicos inolvidables, capítulos que perdiste de tus teleseries favoritas y además acceso exclusivo a señales en vivo.
No, there's no link to a new stream because the channel itself, it's the nuclear plant channel, they are not live. They are no longer live. I can confirm they are not live streaming at the moment. They streamed for 4 hours. It's interesting that they streamed for 4 hours. Look at this. I want to show you something. It's very interesting. It's almost like they did 2 streams today. It's almost like they streamed because they knew they were going to get attacked and they wanted to let the world know what was going on. Because they don't stream all the time. Look, this is the plant. This is the plant here, right? And if you look at their videos, I don't see any other. It's not like they're streaming every day, right? Look at it. I don't see a single live stream, but they did it today, and I'm guessing they did it because they were being attacked, and they said let's just put the live cam up. No, it's not suspicious. It's not suspicious at all. The point is, if they're being attacked, they want to let the world know what's going on there. It's not suspicious.
Una señal que tiene a la cultura y a nuestros niños y niñas como grandes protagonistas, con programación entretenida y educativa para
No,
todas
that's
las
it.
edades.
I'm hiding people. I'm hiding people. Somebody just said they made it up. Go away. If you say it's made up, I just hit somebody. Go take it to another chat. We don't want to listen to you. It's garbage. Garbage. The garbage conspiracy theories. Take it to another channel. Don't clutter up the chat with it. I just hit somebody. I didn't even warn them. Get out. Take it somewhere else.
Relevante y confiable sobre las principales patologías que aquejan a los chilenos y que da respuesta a sus inquietudes.
All right, hang on a second.
El especialista responde.
Ridiculous.
Lunes, 16:30 horas.
Jay-Z probó gameplays por primera vez el otro día y
Well, that was crazy. Let's hope we don't hear about anything more from the plant. Let's hope everything's under control and we don't hear about anything more.
Vamos con la economía y un rublo, Andrés, que se hunde por momentos.
Un rublo que se hunde, Anita, este es solo uno de los efectos que están buscando las sanciones occidentales que ya se están dejando sentir en toda la economía rusa. El valor del rublo, lo decíamos, en un nuevo mínimo histórico frente al dólar estadounidense después de desplomarse casi un 30%. Y también hay señales de desmoralización entre la población rusa, que es algo que también están buscando estas sanciones. Hay muchos rusos haciendo cola en los cajeros automáticos para retirar dinero en efectivo porque no saben qué es lo que va a pasar.
Zelensky reportedly said, according to Insider Ukraine News War, Zelensky said in his speech, for the first time in human history, no country in the world has ever shelled nuclear power units. I don't know that this has ever happened before. That there's been fighting going on like this, and a country is having its army doing shelling right next to a nuclear power plant, on the grounds of the plant. I don't know that it's ever happened before.
Pero ya parece haber tomado conciencia de que para disuadir a Putin va a hacer falta desplegar el equivalente nuclear de las sanciones, y entre las más efectivas está la exclusión del sistema internacional de transacciones financieras SWIFT, que por ahora está afectando a solo algunos grandes bancos rusos, pero la exclusión absoluta de Rusia del sistema SWIFT es un reclamo del gobierno ucraniano y de varios de sus aliados. Antes
Just
de seguir
unbelievable.
hablando de sanciones, tenemos una breve explicación de la relevancia del sistema SWIFT. Es el lenguaje común que hace posible la transferencia de datos entre los bancos de todo el mundo.
¿Qué es SWIFT? El acrónimo significa Sociedad para la Telecomunicación Financiera Interbancaria Mundial, una red mundial creada para procesar transacciones financieras internacionales. Existe desde 1970.
Oh, look at this. I just saw this post. Hold on a second. Look at this.
Incluyendo bancos y operadores de materias primas y activos
Camilla Schick, Associated Press, plant spokesperson, told Ukrainian TV shells were falling directly on the plant. Yeah, see, I don't know that this I think this was a mistaken report. Because later we heard there was only a fire in an administrative building. This is the AP article. Russian forces pressed their attack by shelling the plant, sparking a fire. There was a fire. There might still be a fire. Yeah. Originally it was reported that there was a fire in one of the reactors, but I believe the State Emergency Service said there was just a fire at an administrative building. Then we heard initially there was elevated levels of radiation, but now we're hearing that the radiation is fine. Yeah, this is like this information is a bit old anyway. There's a new stream for the plant? No, there's not a new stream for a plant. You're watching a fake stream. If you're watching a stream that says it's a stream of the plant, it's fake. Because I'm literally at the page of the plant and they're not live. The page is not live. They are not live.
Gran ofensiva de sanciones contra Rusia con nuestro colega José David Navarro, que nos escucha en la bolsa de Frankfurt. José, Europa, también el G7 optan por no bloquear todos los fondos rusos, eso sí, pero se está hablando de, además de la expulsión parcial del sistema SWIFT, de bloquear también las reservas del Banco Central ruso. Cuéntanos cuáles son las últimas reacciones.
Hola, ¿qué tal, Andrés? Pues en los mercados ese
our viewers said the earlier stream they did starting with shelling. No, there's no new stream. They're not live. If you're watching a stream that says it's live, it's somebody probably playing the old stream and claiming it's live to get you to watch it. I'm literally looking at the plant site. They are not live. You can go to their site and see it. Look, this is the site. It would say live. It is not live. There's no live video on the site. That's the site. There you go. It doesn't say live. There's no live video up there. I am going to unpin the message. How do I unpin the message on Facebook? I pinned a message on Facebook and now I can't even see it anymore. I guess it's just there. Sorry, I was reading some of the comments people have sent me.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, sir? I'm Sebastian Sarasota Police
Oh,
Department.
here it is. Miss Wolf sent me this. I missed this from Kevin Ross. Thank you. Zelensky issues an urgent new message warning that Russian artillery fire at the plant was a nuclear radiation catastrophe that threatens the entire continent. You know the word Chernobyl, he says grimly.
Go right ahead, sir. Can I see your license? Yes, sir, I do. Can I see your license, registration, insurance, please? Yes, sir. I'm sorry?
Kevin Rothrock says this is not one of his regular war updates. He's not at the podium. He's clearly not recording himself. He's clearly recording himself with a mobile phone, sitting at his desk, presumably in his bunker in Kyiv.
Sir, can I have your paperwork, please? 7 years, sir. Can I see your registration, please? You're not going to give me your registration, sir. I'm asking you if you're going to produce me with your registration. You don't have it on you?
Go call Chief of Information. Tell him how rude you just been to me. Blame this figure.
Okay.
Then you call Marlon Brown. Then you call the mayor.
Okay.
They're not okay, though. Tell me what to do.
Okay, sir. Are you refusing to produce your registration? I'm asking you if you have your registration.
You're making career decisions.
Okay, sir. Sir, because you were speeding and you were texting.
Moshe Schwartz found this video, which I guess is from the area too. It's a different angle. I gotta turn the music on. Because I guess those would be the reactors there. You see the 6? There's 7. It looks like. Maybe it's 6. I don't know. So maybe this is near the plant earlier tonight.
Is it your Russian immigrant status that makes
Interesting to see. Anyways.
10-14-6.
Call the supervisor.
14 dispatch, can you have my supervisor respond, please?
Yeah. And then we'll see who
I hadn't seen this angle, but I don't know if this was before, you know?
You don't have a warrant.
Sir, you're going to be
I'm
issued a
not interested in
citation.
Anything you have to say. I'll wait for the supervisor.
You can wait for the supervisor, but I'm going to go through what I need to go through. You are going to be issued a
There's
citation.
the registration.
Well, you've been already issued a citation for that.
For what?
For failing to produce your registration.
All
right. Sir, you're going to be issued a citation 57 and a 40 for speeding. Your fine is 256. Information in the
Our
back.
viewer
I have an option
Gabberwocky
to
said that was reactor.
an option to plead not guilty and an option to take a safe driver's course. If you qualify for the course, it will reduce your fine and it will reduce your points. If you decide to go ahead and do that, just make sure you do it prior to submission of payment.
You know what he said about you?
AB Camping and Outdoors said the website for the power plant is down.
You know what he said about you?
If you fail to complete,
I am looking at supposedly the site is.
and that's fine.
It's not
I
fine.
guess
What you
it's
said
not. I
is
don't know if
fine.
it was down before.
I'm a law-abiding citizen. You're being bloody rude to me.
But
If
the
you
link,
decide
the
to
link
go
I
ahead
was
and do the
sent
course, just make
that
sure you